Welcome into the Scene Project Sports Network. You are here for day 2 coverage of the PGA Championship. I am your host, Bubba Starts on the Scratch Project, joined by my co-host, Pods. What's happening, Pods?
Not much, man. There's some ugly golf going on right now, though.
Yeah, it is. They finished 3 under yesterday to lead the tournament, and the lead is 4 under today. So it was blustery, looks like pretty cool temps, guys playing in their long sleeves, and it's a different tournament this year as opposed to other years past. It is tough sledding for the guys out there today in Aronimink. I wouldn't want to be out there seeing the way the flags were blowing and the I watched just a few of the round highlights, if you can call them that. From
Scotty was pissed.
Day. Yeah, just brutal.
Scotty was pissed.
Oh, that's a
I
guy
believe, and I quote, he called the pin locations absurd.
I mean, more absurd than that is the just the conditions in general. It's hard to play golf
about this last night, though.
Going 30, 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You're in long sleeves, and it's just difficult course conditions out there, but that's part of the game.
Yep. Right now, it feels like they're playing with wind conditions that are on par with Portrush, and like this is not usually how this course typically plays. It's not usually this windy, but they're in for it this time because Shady's like, look at these maps. I'm like, these maps don't mean jack all of crap when it's 40 miles an hour of wind.
Well, I think
that 40-mile-an-hour wind's gonna,
The point is that you're playing on skinny fairways, and the best laid plans once the ball gets up there and is going to move, or you're having to shape shots that you're not necessarily comfortable to try and combat that and counteract that. It's making it even more difficult. It's already a difficult course, and now with the conditions being what they are, it looks like the rough. If you're in the rough, you're in a lot of trouble because that stuff is thick.
Yeah, that rough right now is just, I'd rather be in a bunker than be in the rough at this point. That's how bad it is.
Right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate you. Well, not to bury the leads, McNeely and Smalley come in tied today at 4 under. It is, like I said, tough sledding out there. If you can come out with par and survive the cut in this tournament, you're feeling pretty good heading into the weekend right now. There's just not much you can do. What did the cut line end up being, Pods? I didn't have a chance to check everything.
I think the cut line ended up being +3.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Not that we would have made it playing, in this tournament on that course, but it makes
very
you feel
rare
like,
that you get cut lines that are at pluses. But this is playing like a major championship course right now. And see, this is like enforcing my point. I don't think that every course has to be long. Look at how hard this course is, just based off how narrow and skinny it. Like, this is entertaining.
Yeah, for a multitude of reasons, right? Just to see guys hitting greens and hitting fairways now becomes hard. It's looking like a game of us playing with guys missing left and right and short, I'm sure, as you think a club is going to hit 200 yards and you might be lucky to get it 170. It changes the entire game, and there's not much you can really do to prepare for that either. So I'm impressed with everybody who's managed to make the cut at this point and moving on into the weekend, because there's some big names that won't be.
Bryson DeChambeau is one of them. Although that's not really surprising at this point.
I don't think anybody's surprised.
I don't think he's made a major cut. Like, let's see. The cut line is +3, so because it's 59. If you're tied for 59th, you made it. But if you go for 6, so at the cut line +4, let's just go off of some big names
Rose
that didn't make it.
Sneaks in.
Yep, he barely sneaks in. Michael Brennan missed another one. Lowry, oh my God. Lowry imploded today. Lowry shot a +6.
That hurts. That hurts. Yeah,
that's out.
McIntyre misses the cut. Tommy Fleetwood, Gary Woodland,
Wyndham Clark missed the cut.
Victor Hovland misses with a +4 yesterday and only
Sung Jae missed the cut with a +2.
Bryson actually didn't shoot too bad today, but his +6 in yesterday just
Akshay Bhatia +4. He missed the cut.
This is just
man, Shady's gonna be upset. JT Poston shot +4 today and got himself eliminated.
That's too bad.
Yep, like you said, Fleetwood.
Yeah, a lot of big names not making it past the cut line here. But take a look at where the top of the leaderboard is. You got some guys within striking range. I just saw Justin Thomas at 2 under, still in. Scotty Scheffler, even though he had a tough sled today, still comes in at 1 over par and shooting 2 under for the tournament. Jason Day right there, John Rahm right there at 1 under. So it's going to be interesting coming down these last 2 days. You have to think that the course conditions.
Hey, McIlroy pulled it out.
McIlroy pulled out today, huh?
No, McIlroy pulled it out. He shot -3 today. He took his +4 to a +1, so he's still in the hunt too.
Hanging in there.
Yep, Spieth is at +1. He went shot 2 today. I think the scary part about this too, like I was telling people, is that he only shot +1 today, Scotty did, and he's still right there behind you. Like, he's only 2 shots back from the lead. And he had a bad round by his standards. So,
all right. Looks like tomorrow and through the weekend is going to be a little bit easier to deal with. We are looking at conditions high 70s, low 80s with the wind 18 to 14 with gusts up to 22. That's much better than it was today. It looked like it was a solid 35-mile-an-hour wind all day today with gusts probably in the 40s. And tomorrow, highs in the mid to upper 80s for Sunday, rather, with gust up to 17 miles an hour, west winds 5 to 10. So no rain in the forecast. Conditions looking to improve. I think you're going to see a lot lower scores come Saturday and Sunday. But that speaks to the war of attrition that these major tournaments can be, right? Sometimes it's just survive and advance and take your best shot, go play some good golf on the weekend. A lot of guys, I'm sure, that are out there after watching the last 2 days or playing the last 2 days that are just happy to be playing this weekend.
They're just happy to be getting a paycheck this weekend.
We'll take it.
I think the thing that we're not really talking about, though, that is kind of missed by these conditions, we talk about the ball flight, how that gets affected by the wind, the club selection and all that. Another thing that really gets affected by the wind, too, is, one, these greens are super duper firm, but also with that wind pushing the way that it is, that's affecting putts.
Yeah, well, and then once again, it's one of those things that you can't necessarily prepare for. You got to hit the ball on your line, and how are you going to prepare for the way that a wind gust is going to blow your ball on the green when it's rolling? I just don't think that there's any way to play into it whatsoever. No. So you just
there's a little luck involved.
Right. Continue to play your game. Don't really change anything, because what you don't want to do is start to change your mentality, get to the weekend rounds and have the course playing completely different. So I think the guys, that are advancing now to the weekend, you put the last 2 days out of your mind. You wake up, it's a brand new course on Saturday. You go out and you try to play your best golf.
Right. Because it's one thing, you already have to play against the course. You don't want to be playing against yourself too.
Yeah, you just kind of got to flush these last 2 days. Even if you've made it, nobody has played their best golf, right? Nobody has had a great round whatsoever. So you kind of take it as it is. Nobody's running away with this. The leaders are at 4 under. A lot of people within striking distance of that. Anything can happen. So I think it's going to make for a really exciting day tomorrow out on the course to see who really starts moving up the leaderboard and maybe getting some separation in there heading into Sunday's round and hoisting that cup.
Yeah, dude, I think underrated too is, like I was saying, Scheffler's at -2. He's 2 shots back. But Rory just shot -3. Yeah, he's at +1. But if Rory can keep that consistency and maybe manage with how the way this course is playing to shoot, 6, 7 under in the next 2 days, we might be seeing Rory McIlroy complete his second Grand Slam.
Yeah, well, it's a lot tighter into this round, right? Nobody's running away with it. There's a lot of guys.
The lead only increased by 1 shot.
Right. Which is wild for a major tournament to have 0 separation on a
but it makes Friday. It entertaining. There's some stakes there. Like there's some, it's like horses or NASCARs just jockeying for position to see who's going to bump their bumper or their head out to get across that finish line.
Right. Looks like Gotterup had the best round of the day at 5 under. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what I've seen, at least by first glance. It's got to be. I haven't seen anything that was close.
And that was only good enough to get him where?
Well, I know a tie for third with 3 under. So he shot 2 over yesterday, shoots 5 under today to put himself in a pretty good position. Matsuyama there also tied for third. Greiserman tied for third. So pretty big list there. 6 players tied third and a whole bunch more tied ninth.
I'll tell you though, I feel like Scheffler and Smalley and McIlroy going into the weekend are going to be playing some pretty pissed off golf. So I would say to the rest of the field, watch yourself.
Yeah, I think anytime those guys' names are, towards the top of a leaderboard, you are nervous if you're the leader and you're excited if you're a fan, right? You want to see the best in the world kind of dueling it out, going head to head. So I know, Shady would love to see Jordan Spieth get out there and make some noise. He's, everyone's within striking distance.
I know.
If you made the cut,
Spieth drives me nuts.
In this.
Spieth drives me nuts because he did this 2 weeks ago. He had that opening round 65 and then shot 74. Like, there's no consistency in Jordan Spieth's game right now. Like, he's going from one good round, and don't get me wrong, yes, he's making cuts. But I know people have given up on Jordan Spieth in some regards. I haven't. I know that Spieth, at any time that he wants to, when he figures that thing out mentally, I'm sorry, Scotty Scheffler, move over, give me Jordan Spieth. He can be the number 1 in the world again. He's that good. And he's not that old still. Like, people forget just how generationally talented Jordan Spieth is.
Matt Fitzpatrick in the mix today. Shot a +2 to finish at his.
How's his brother doing? What did Alex shoot?
I think Alex. Oh, there, Alex. He shot even par today. +2 for the tournament as well. So the Fitzpatrick brothers are tied.
Make another cut.
45th with each other.
I wonder who's buying beers.
Well, it's just, everybody's in play here because the way that this course is playing, minus the weather anyway, is difficult enough. So you could see any of these guys take a stumble. And I think Smalley's playing some really good golf out there.
Yeah, he's been playing really controlled.
Still shot 1 under today to have a share of the lead. So I think you got to kind of keep his name out there. He seems to know the course fairly well and be playing it to his advantage.
Smalley's playing some really textbook golf right now. It may not be the sexiest thing in the world, but it is keeping him out of trouble, and it's kept him under par. So, if he can continue to do that through the weekend and just let others make mistakes, he might be walking away with the Wanamaker.
There you go. And that's what it's going to take. Who can play with
who's going to blink at this point?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of guys that are blinking and struggling to see through the wind right now. It'll be interesting. They'll be out in their T-shirts and slacks tomorrow. It's going to be a lot different course conditions than it was today. Still a little breezy, but I think you can.
What do you think the final score is going to end up being by Sunday?
You're probably still going to end up, I would say, around that, probably 11, 12 under probably wins this tournament yet, because I think the course is going to play a lot less difficult. Saturday and Sunday, just judging from the weather conditions alone. If guys are already out here shooting 3 under on, you know, the most difficult course conditions that I think we've seen so far in this season, that you have an opportunity to be down. Now, that depends.
Do you think we'll see a 63 in the next 2 rounds?
Possible, but is it someone who's kind of, you know, floating right now at +3, and a 63 only gets you to maybe a share of a tie for third? And then you got to go out and do that again the next day. What's going to be dangerous is if Smalley goes out there and shoots a round. I don't know that 63 is going to get it out here. I really don't. I think you're going to be happy if you get and shoot 6 under. I think you're going to be pretty happy with that.
If Smalley shoots a 66 and he doesn't bogey, then, I mean, you're looking at -8, -9.
Right.
Potentially going into the championship Sunday.
Right. Well, and it seems like the conditions are going to be at their best. At least the weather's going to be its nicest and the wind's going to be its lowest on Sunday. So I think advantage to the guys that can hang around the top, know what you're going to be shooting. But yeah, I think you're going to see some low rounds come out on the scorecards tomorrow. I think you're going to see a lot of the, you know, 67, 66, maybe a few 65s. I don't know if a 63 is attainable just because the way this course is playing. Watching Scotty come out of the rough today, and it wasn't like, there is no short rough, right? Like there is the first cut, and then there is fescue, and there is no. So if you were off the fairway, that stuff looked like he was hacking it out of there on the first hole, and that was you know, if the rest of the course looks the same as that, you just hope to keep it in the fairway and to be able to get it close to the pin over
with
the
how
next
thick
few
that
days.
rush, with how thick that rough was, it kind of reminded me of St. Andrews with how thick the fescue can get, or like they were playing at Bethpage Black. That
Yeah,
rough.
it was brutal. Like I've grown grass that looked like that. You know, like it was brutal.
You've grown grass like that, and you never once thought to yourself, man, I'd love to hit a wedge out of that.
Yeah, not once. No. Yeah, my foot wedge I'll hit out of there for sure. Appreciate everybody tuning in with us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a recap after each round of the weekend as well, with the championship finishing up on Sunday. Just doing some shorter shows over the course of this. Shout out to Skunk Golf for supporting the show and all of our golf content. Pods has his hat on. He's got the koozie there. I'll be out repping him on the course tomorrow, working with the VGA and getting out around a beautiful course here in the northern part of Nebraska, right across the river from me, about 10 minutes, called Tatanka Golf Club. Absolutely beautiful space there. I want to remind everybody, if you're watching in the South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota area, that we have the Skunk Classic coming up here soon. We got a team in. I know that we're the 12th team. There's room for 27. So we hope you guys come and join us on the course. That's in Minot, North Dakota, coming up June 27th. So make sure you check that out.
Duck,
We'd be happy to see you. Still working on getting an airplane sponsorship to get you in Scotland up here. We would love to see you guys. I think we'd have a ton of fun out there, but we're keeping our options open.
Hey yo, JetBlue, get me over there.
Yeah, hey, we're doing our best, man. We got some great sponsors and some great things that have been happening for us across the board. So you never know. We're keeping our options open. Obviously, we had the NFL schedule drop yesterday, so we have our official pre-games set for the Vikings United show. So a lot of great stuff coming from the Scene Project Sports Network. If you are a sports fan, I cannot recommend enough that you subscribe to the channel. We are not just golf, but really dipping our toes into everything. Going to do some motorsports this summer as well. Really just beginning to find our feet with all of our coverage. So appreciate you guys tuning in today. Check out the tournament, the Skunk Classic, coming up June 27th. That'll be in Minot, North Dakota. Messed me up again there. This is presented by Skunk Golf Company. This is our coverage of the PGA Championship from Aronimink. Another tough day for everyone out there. The leaders are at 4 under, and it is going to be a beautiful weekend with the entire field within 7 strokes of each other, right? So,
which is very, very tight race.
That is doable, right? Over 2 days, you're going to see a lot of movement on this leaderboard, and I think that's what's going to make it really interesting. I know the Masters was a bit of a runaway with Rory, and it was all kind of, does he stumble and who catches him? Ultimately, no one did. So a much different tournament now, as you have, a couple of players that you haven't necessarily seen at the top of the leaderboard in McNeely and Smalley hanging on to a lead with a lot of guys that have been.
Yeah, Maverick balled out.
A frustrating couple of days out on Aronimink, right? The wind blustery and swirling every which way. The temperature
really
low,
firm greens.
Just everything playing against you. So now to get a couple of at least good days, the wind not whipping across the course, and a little bit of sunshine out there, you can come out and in your polo and your slacks instead of being in another layer, which I don't think we cover that. I mean, these guys are the best in the world. They should be able to hit in anything, but when you have something that's a little more restrictive, a long sleeve shirt,
it sucks to swing when you're bundled up.
It's not great, right? You're not going to get the distance that you want to. It's going to affect you in a lot of ways. So interesting to see how everything has played out so far. A lot of big names missing the cut, and a lot of big names still out there making a run for a PGA championship. So appreciate everybody tuning in to our recap of day 2. Who you got to finish this off?
Man, it's kind of close to call right now, but I'm sticking with my boy. I'm sticking with Scheffler.
Yeah, and you think, going through the frustrating day today where he didn't play his best, spent a lot of time in the rough, things just not going as well, the putter not quite working as well as it usually does, that he comes out with a fire lit under him tomorrow and really puts up a low score. And
I would not be surprised if Scheffler came out and shot, sub 66 tomorrow.
Yeah, but we'll see. I think this course is still really tough. You got to be on your game. And the problem is that you haven't really been able to get a bead on the course over Thursday and Friday because of the conditions. So you haven't had what you typically would, who Scotty's kind of a slow starter, kind of hangs around Thursday, Friday, makes the cut, and then really makes a charge on Saturday. Maybe tomorrow is still a little bit of him figuring out, come out, shoot a 68 or something, but then setting himself up to shoot 65, 64 on Sunday. And that's really who can follow up 2 good rounds now, right? Everybody's in play that made the cut. Who is going to put 2 really good days of golf together?
Yeah, and just for context, he only shot +1 today. That's a bad round for Scotty Scheffler.
Right.
And he's still only 2 shots back from the leader.
Right.
So yeah, who do you got?
Hard to bet against Scheffler. I would like to see, I would like to see a Schmally hang on to this, right? Played well yesterday, played well again today. Can you go out there and take what you've learned, play consistent, and come out with this? I would love to see someone who doesn't have a whole stack of trophies at home come out here and win a big one because of the way they performed early in the week when a lot of the best struggled mightily.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come down to Smalley if he does win, having to hit a 4-iron from 215 feet perfectly to the hole,
Well, we're going to find out. I hope you guys all tune in over the weekend to watch the rest of the PGA Championship. I will actually get a chance to watch some of the round tomorrow. I've been busy with my usual work schedule this week. I haven't quite had it on in the background as much as I would have liked, but we'll enjoy watching some of the round this week. I had a swimming pool I had to get set up so we could get it. It was 90 degrees here today, Pod. So we got.
Hey, man, I know. This whole week it was 90 plus.
Yeah.
We just dropped back down to the 80s.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have a kiddie pool like right outside of that window that you can just dive into.
I know. So a little bit of a shameless plug here. The guys at Skunk Golf, remember, even if your play stinks, you can look good. Use our affiliate link, 20% off, stay stinky. And also, I just dropped a long form video, episode 2 of Breaking 100. So if you guys want to check that out, that's up. We'll have more coverage tomorrow at 4:30 Central, and hopefully there'll be some more movement.
6:30
Pacific.
There you go.
You got it, boss.
You'll get it. No worries.
I know. But we will be back. We'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully we see some movement. I'm really curious to see who's going to get out of the blocks come the weekend now that they don't have to deal with the wind swirling.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of movement in the on the course this weekend.
What I'm looking for next week is going into Sunday. I want to see if someone's going to have at least a -6, -7 going in the lead, just based off how the first 2 days are played. So
awesome. Well, appreciate you joining me, Pods. Appreciate everybody tuning in with us. Make sure to come back here tomorrow, 6:30 Central, 4:30 Pacific. We'll get you caught up on round 3 from Marana Mink for the PGA Championship, and we'll see you then. Have a great one. Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in and tell you about a great new company that we just started working with. Skunk Golf Company out of North Dakota sent us some awesome gear. Man, they got some great stuff, y'all. They got some awesome hats. They sent us some great polo and collared shirts, some t-shirts, skirts for the ladies too, and some sweet visors. Go check them out. Skunked Golf online.